Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Hope you had a great week this past week. In this video, I want to talk about the USD pairs, USD CAD, USD Swiss franc, and USD Japanese yen. I'll be starting off with the USD Canadian dollar from the weekly time frame and work my way down to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the weekly time frame, we can see that prices hit resistance level around 1.388 area and then gradually bounced to the downside. And in the past week, they've been about from a support level at the just around the 1.348 area to the upside, forming this bullish candle, although not a very strong bullish candle. And that's what we're seeing. In the general trend, I am expecting price to move all the way back down to support at the 1.315 zone eventually. That may take a while for it to happen, but that's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm expecting price to get to eventually, just to complete the triple top pattern, which is this that we're seeing here, or the double top pattern, which is that we're seeing here. Okay, and so that's my general bias for this pair. The question now would be, how are we going to capitalize on that? How are we going to enter our trades if we're not already in it? So I will be start again going down to the daily time frame. We can see that price has completed this head and shoulder pattern, which I pointed out I think a couple of weeks ago, and we're able to capitalize on that, giving us about 170 pips on that trade. But what I am expecting is for price to still come down, eventually breaking this, retesting it, coming back down, and then price to keep falling in the near future. Although at the moment USD seems to be quite strong, but in terms of against the Canadian dollar, I think it's not as strong as other pairs, so I am expecting it to drop anytime soon, all the way to this level, the 1.338 area where price has tested previously. That's what I'm expecting price to get to eventually. And if we go to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that price hasn't really been smooth moving to the upside. So, and that's why I am expecting price to retrace a bit. But then again, at this level, I wouldn't rush to sell. I would only attempt to sell when price crosses the 1.348 area and closes below it, possibly retesting it. Then I can look for a sell here to take to the downside. But for now, even though my bias is a sell, I won't be selling this pair any moment from now. I will be very conservative, although if you are if you want to risk the trade, there is an area here, as you can see, a resistance level here, initially support that was broken, and then price has come to test it several times as well. And so if you want to look for your sell trade around here, it's still possible to do that. Although for me, I'll be waiting for this break of this previous low here before taking a sell. But it's still possible that you can take a sell from up here, although personally I won't be doing that. I will just wait and take the bearish minimum here, which will be just around 90 pips or almost 100 pips, rather than risking losing this trade from here and then gaining almost double of that. But then again, if your risk tolerance is quite high, you can also take that sell trade from. So this generally is my bias for the USD CAD. I am bearish, and I will be waiting for the sell opportunity when price crosses the 1.348 area. Next, I'm going to go through my analysis for USD Swiss franc. Gonna go all the way to the weekly time frame to see what has been happening and then work our way down. So on the weekly time frame, we can see the price has been in this downtrend. Price got to this sort of minor support level here around the 0.868 area, and then bounced to the upside, forming this bullish candle there following the news on Friday. And if you go to the daily time frame, we can see the areas that price has tested here, breaking through it and then coming back down to retest that area again, and then eventually over the past week or so has tested this area as well, and now moving to the upside. So the question is, will I expect price to continue to sell, or would I expect price to bounce to the downside? I personally will expect price to sell, not now, but I will expect price to get to this area here, just around the 0.888 area, and then I'll see how price reacts to the market. And my basis for that are two things. One, we can see price making this sort of downward move and then retracement, and then coming down again, and I feel like price again is retracing before it makes that final move down one more time. So this is the sort of move I'm expecting on USD Swiss franc. So even if my bias is so looking at the higher time frame, I would expect price to get into the 0.888 zone before making any decision. Also, if you look at the previous trades, there is an area here as well. I'm just not out. Yeah, where price was tested previously. So that is one way, looking at price structure to see price forming these lower lows and lower highs, and price meeting at the sort of support and resistance areas, and that has been tested previously. Also, if you look at our Fibonacci retracement, for the first retracement, we can see from the swing high to the swing low, we can see that happened at the 0.618 level, or 61.8 Fibonacci level, which is the golden ratio. Now, if we move this again from the swing high to the swing low, yeah, you can use this here, or we can use this one here as well. Now we can see that this next swing here, we're expecting to get to the 50% Fibonacci level, right, which is also a very key area. So I'm expecting price to move up here and see, I'll see how price reacts. If price gives us a sell signal from here, then you can confidently sell to the downside, and which is where my bias is heading towards. So I'm looking for a sell here, and just aiming for about 300 pips, also 290 pips in profit. That's what I'll be looking out for. If on the other hand price does not reverse from this point but keeps on moving to the top, then you can start looking for your buy signals somewhere around here. So for example, if price comes and breaks this level here, you can wait for the retest here, and if price gives a buy signal, then you can take that to the upside. Or if price doesn't even get to this point here, the 0.888 level, and price falls down, then you wait for the break, either for price to come back up to you as a buy signal here, and then you can buy to the top from this W pattern, or you can wait for price to break the 0.868 level here, and then you can take a sell trade to the downside there. But looking at price structure, what I am expecting is for price to get to the 0.888 area up there before we continue to the downside. So what I'm seeing now in the move on this bullish move is more or less a retracement, and I'm expecting price to get here and sell trade. So that's my analysis for USD Swiss franc, and lastly I'm going to go through USD JPY as well. Again, I will go on the weekly time frame and work my way down. So on the weekly time frame, we can see initially we can see price getting to resistance at 151.8 area, bouncing strongly to the downside. And when price got into this support area here around the 1.6 zone, you can see a very quick retracement back up above this previous resistance here around the 144.7 area. And you can see previously as well that price on the weekly time never crossed below that area. So, and you can see that even though price has formed this one long week, it's been a very strong buy, push price back up above the 44.7 area. Going to the daily time frame, we can clearly see the bounce here from this zone where price has tested previously, and the price has closed above this 144.7 area, which I pointed out previously. It is here was a resistance zone there, and then became support after breaking through. 1, 2, you can see price breaking through, and the price has come back up. So what I am expecting, given this long wick that we can see here, where there are a lot of buyers in the market, followed by this pin bar, we have this very long tail, followed by the body, which is not up to the size of the tail, closing above this resistance level again is a strongly buy USDJPY. And if we go down further to the 4-hour time frame, you can see the area that I marked out earlier, and then you can see price breaking through that area and closing above it comfortably. So again, that strongly supports our continuation buy trade. Now the question is this buy trade a retracement, or is it a proper buy trade? Well, I would only know if price breaks this level here around the 146.7 area. But for now, what I'm expecting is for price to continue at least to that level there, and then we'll see what happens. The way we can trade that is at the level in which price is now, you can actually enter a buy trade. That's what I think. And then you can always draw your trend line as well to see where price is headed, right? And if price at a certain point breaks, so comes up here, right, into the zone here, which we're expecting. So you see that price comes here, this coincides with the trend line as well. So trend line and resistance level, price could either bounce back to the downside, or you can see price breaking through trend line as well as the resistance area, coming back to the test trend line and resistance area, now so trade to the upside. So this is what essentially I will be looking at on this pair in the coming weeks, right? So yeah, and this is what we just generally have to look out for USD JPY. You can take your buy trade from here if you want. Putting your trade here, just targeting just about 150 pips, 160 pips profit, and then put about 90 pips up, or you can make it about 80 pips, also a 2:1 risk to reward ratio, and then you can capitalize on that as well. But again, if you're conservative like me, you wait for this level here, because that is our key area, right? And this level is the 146.7 area. 146.7 area is what we'll be looking out for coming weeks. All right. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video and it's been helpful to you. If it has, kindly leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel for more analysis videos. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great week ahead. Peace.
You know just what you do to me. Play my emotions like a pair of puppet strings.